It's very important to know what your dream is, but also very important to know why you want this dream, because you require that, memory to stoke you and to let you stay focused. Because from then on, I don't think I ever thought of, resting. I'm be honest, and I'm going to confess, I really had no friends. Not because I didn't, friends loved me, but I had no time for friendship. I had no time for love. I had no time for anything but to say, I want to make sure I'm on my feet, independent. Not rich, but independent. Because we don't know, when you're 14, 15, you don't know how you're going to be independent. So immediately I started taking maths and science English tuition because I was good in academics. So I started giving tuitions. From there, 2 years later, one of my friend's sister said, oh, one of the boys needs dance, wants to take part in dance competition. I was in the church, I was very popular for taking part in singing, dancing, organizing annual days. So they approached me and I said, okay, I'll teach. And that became, a pattern where I would then realize that this would become my career, because till then I was not trained in dance.
You realized at that time that it was something that you would make your career?
I didn't. I just, it was very organic. I looked down upon it. This cultural context of how dance was perceived that time, which also made me feel, yeah, maybe I should not, because that arrogance was there. I'm intelligent. I shouldn't be a dancer.
Right.
That arrogance, that's why I took science. I took biochemistry, I did hotel management. So I kept pushing it, and I used dance, but I was exploiting dance to help me survive. Because I was giving dance tuitions house to house, from Borivali to Kandivali to Kemp's Corner. I was going and teaching dance, which I had never learned, but organically understood. And just to make sure that, it thrives, this, I will say, for me is what makes me different, and I have to share this, is that I believe that if somebody is paying me, I bloody well be worth it. And in my head, I was thinking, okay, first 3 months they like it. What about next? If I don't have a progressive pattern, they will not pay me. And this business is going to go out of my hands. So I used to walk around Churchgate Station, because my college was at St. Xavier's College, and I used to see a lot of books lying down, random books on the street. They sell it for few rupees. So I used to see sometimes science books, anatomy books, whatever, all kinds of books are there. It's random, it's one book. If you get that book, great, you would never get a copy of it again.
Correct.
It's a second hand. And I knew there were some dance books lying around. I picked it up, I started reading it, I made it into a textbook for myself. I said, okay, this is how it's to be taught. I made a full syllabus without knowing a jack shit about dance, but all over whatever I knew organically. And then I went and I told the parents, it's a 1-year syllabus. This is what it's going to be. This is what I'm going to teach. Every 3 months I'm going to do a presentation so you know what your kid is learning. So, that sense of giving value to what is, being offered to you, I think that's very important to understand if you want to be successful. You need to understand how valuable it can be to the people around you. And why should they pay you for that?
Right.
So that needs to be understood. You can be very talented.
What's amazing is there was no formal training.
No.
Up until when?
No. Up until I was 26. Up until I was 26, a random dance class doesn't count,
Right.
And dance classes happened only then when I was 20. So before that, I was already teaching. At 16, I was already teaching dance classes, house to house. And it paid for my bills, it paid for my dates, it paid for a lot of things in my life. And I was also into my hotel management by then. So by the time I finished my career, my academics, it was I stood first again in the hotel management course. Then that's when I realized I have to make a choice now. Because I had a job offer on my lap. I had 2 companies, hotel industry, saying, okay, we select you for the campus, from the campus interviews. And this is a salary. I was like, okay, this is great, but this is not my future. It's just because I have this thing about, if I do something, I just have to be good at it. I really want to be good at it. And even if I don't enjoy it, you will never know that I don't like it.
I was going to ask you just that. Now, here you are on the cusp of a big decision, actually, a life charting decision.
Yes.
Will it be hotel management or will it be dance?
Dance.
Is there something that we conventionally call passion that played a part in that decision?
Yes, a little bit of passion, a little bit of, again, taunts. So I am like this kind of person who's a challenger. I'm a bit of a challenger. If somebody tells me no, I will say, okay, I have to do it. If everybody is doing something, I don't want to do it. So I was always like, the whole idea was I was born in a family of 8, so I want to constantly say that I'm different from all of them. I had this kida all throughout. My brother was in sports, even I used to play sports. I saw he was becoming better at it. He was 4 years ahead of me. He was becoming this, captain of the school because sports captain. I was like, okay, he has taken my spot. Screw this, let's go here.
So from being encouraged not to do dance, to actually being the first Indian to be offered the dance web scholarship.
Yeah, that was
That's a journey.
yeah, that was quite a journey, I would say.